Hi, it's the Reading Bug, and I wanted to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by Henry Holt Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Macmillan. Leaders in great literature for young readers and creators of wonderful picture books like Llama Destroys the World, written by Jonathan Stutzman and illustrated by Heather Fox. Help support our sponsors by purchasing Llama Destroys the World and other great Macmillan titles at thereadingbug.com or your local independent bookstore.
Hi reader, welcome to Reading Bug Adventures. This week, I've got a bonus, full story episode of our Loch Ness adventure for you. A magical, mystical trip to Scotland in search of the Loch Ness monster, Nessie. Thanks for listening. Reading Bug Adventures is created, written, and produced by The Reading Bug, our family-owned children's bookstore. Before we get started, a reminder that summer is almost here. If you'd like to inspire a lifelong love of reading through the summer break, visit readingbugbox.com to find our special summer reading promotion. For 3 months, our expert bookstore staff and I will hand-select the perfect books for each child based on their unique age, interests, and reading level, and deliver them right to your doorstep. Each box includes fun summer games, ideas, and gifts to complement the book selections. Got a reluctant reader at home, or a voracious one? Because each box is perfectly personalized, no matter what, Reading Bug Box is bound to be a great hit. Visit us now at readingbugbox.com. You can also learn all about us and our bookstore and shop for millions of books by visiting thereadingbug.com. Free delivery across the U.S. on any orders greater than $25. Finally, before our adventure begins, I have a few people to thank. Reading Bug Adventures is mixed and mastered by Resonate Recordings and made possible by our sponsors and by listeners like you. Please take a second to rate our podcast, leave a review, and tell all your friends about us. And if you want to learn more about how you can help support us as we continue to write, record, and produce new songs and stories for our podcast, please visit our page at patreon.com, where you can donate and get access to music downloads and more. Thanks to all our patrons for your support. Okay, reader, are you ready to fly off to Scotland in search of Nessie? Me too. Flap your wings with me and let's fly. It's time for a Reading Bug adventure.
It's a Reading Bug adventure. There's lots of fun in store. Just inside our book bag, there's new places to explore. Grab your crayons and paper and your imaginations too. The Reading Bug and I can't wait to share our trip with you.
Hi, reader. It's so wonderful to see you. I've been looking forward to our adventure all week. I can hardly wait. I'm excited to find out where we'll be going together today, but I'm even more excited to be spending time with you. Sharing adventures with friends makes every adventure even more thrilling, doesn't it?
Oh, hi Lauren. Hi reader. It's so good to see both of you. Sorry I'm late. It took me a little longer than usual to get dressed today.
Oh my, Reading Bug, I can see why. Look at you. You're wearing a fancy red plaid skirt and matching knee socks. They do go very nicely with your red and black spotted shell, by the way. I also love your pretty jacket. It looks like it's made out of red velvet, and it has beautiful gold buttons on it. And that red hat you're wearing is really fancy, too. You look extremely festive today. Hey, is your outfit a clue for where we're going to be adventuring?
Of course it's a clue, Lauren. You know me so well.
Well, if it is a clue, I'm afraid it's not helping me guess where we're going. I'm not sure I've ever seen an outfit quite like that one. Have you, reader?
I'm dressed up like a Scottish Highlands dancer, Lauren.
A Scottish Highlands dancer? I don't know what that is, Reading Bug. But I'm guessing they live in Scotland, right? Hey, are we going to Scotland today to learn about dancing?
That's a really great guess. And you're half right. We are going to be traveling to the Scottish Highlands, but I don't think we'll have time to do any dancing. Why don't I read you the titles of some of the books in my book bag so you can guess what we'll be doing on our Scottish adventure, okay? I brought The Treasure of the Loch Ness Monster by Laurie Dawn, Nessie the Loch Ness Monster by Richard Brassey, There's No Such Thing as Nessie by Channing McBain and Christine Harris Jones, and The Water Horse by Dick King Smith.
Oh my, you have a lot of books about the Loch Ness Monster, Reading Bug. I'm a little scared. I'm not sure I want to take a monster adventure. Are we going to be seeing monsters on our adventure? Scottish monsters?
No, don't worry, Lauren. She may be called a monster, but I'm pretty sure Nessie is a really friendly creature.
Nessie? Who's Nessie?
That's the Loch Ness Monster's name, Lauren.
Nessie. Nessie! You're right. That's not quite as scary. But if she's not a scary monster, what is Nessie anyway?
The Scots say that a long, long time ago, the northernmost part of Scotland was a separate island that wasn't attached to the rest of the country. At some point, it crashed into the rest of Scotland, and as it did, it left a large lake between them, called Loch Ness. All the sea creatures that had been living in the ocean escaped, except for Nessie, who was trapped in the loch and couldn't get out, and she's been there ever since.
Oh, right. I remember some stories about the monster in Loch Ness. But isn't that all a big hoax? I thought that people have been pretending to see something in the lake for a long time, but they never actually found anything. Reading Bug, are we really going to Loch Ness in Scotland to see Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster?
Yes, yes, yes! That's where we're going on our adventure, and I couldn't be more excited.
But, Reading Bug, how can we visit a monster that doesn't actually exist?
You're right that people have been searching Loch Ness for hundreds of years, and that no one has ever been able to prove that Nessie really exists. But just because Nessie has never been found, it doesn't mean she's imaginary. I've been thinking about this a lot. One of my favorite books is called Uni the Unicorn by Amy Krauss Rosenthal. It's about a girl who believes in unicorns even though her parents tell her there's no such thing. And it's also about a unicorn who believes in little girls even though her parents tell her that little girls are imaginary. Despite what they're told, the little girl and the unicorn keep on believing in each other. And guess what? They finally find each other and become the very best of friends. I'm not giving up on Nessie just because no one else believes she exists, and that's why we're going to find her today.
Uni the Unicorn is a great book, Reading Bug. But I'm not sure we should be going all the way to Scotland to find a creature when people who have tried much harder and much longer to prove her existence have all failed.
I've been reading a lot about Nessie, and I really do believe in her. I'm also afraid she may be in trouble, so I want to go as soon as possible.
Why do you think she might be in trouble?
I read that Nessie hasn't been spotted by anyone for many years, so I'm worried about her. She must be very lonely, and who knows, she may even be in danger. We need to head to Scotland to see if we can find Nessie before it's too late.
Well, I have always wanted to go to Scotland. It's on the northern part of the same island as England, a country we visited in our Camelot adventure, and it's supposed to be extremely beautiful. Reader, do you want to join the Reading Bug on her trip to Scotland to find Nessie? Okay, let's do it! But before we go, I think we should make sure our bodies are stretched out and ready for the excitement that awaits us.
Great idea, Lauren. I know I said there wouldn't be any time for dancing, but you never know. We should always be prepared for anything.
Okay, why don't we all stretch together, reader? That's it. Everybody stand up, unless you're buckled into your car, and wiggle your fingers and toes. Are you wiggling? Great! Now, stretch your arms up high over your head. Perfect.
Stretch up high, touch the sky, crouch down low and wiggle your toes. Swing your arms from side to side. Let's get ready to go. Stretch up high, touch the sky, crouch down low and wiggle your toes. Swing your arms from side to side. Now we're ready to go.
Thanks for those stretches, Lauren. I feel stretched out, energized, and ready to dance.
Me too, Reading Bug. We're nearly ready to go, reader. But before we head to Scotland, I hope you remembered to bring some paper and crayons with you. On our adventure today, you can decide what you want to draw, capturing the most important parts of our adventure for your friends and family to see when we're done. You can draw anything you want and create a story that's all your own. If you didn't remember crayons and paper and want to get them now, don't worry. Just press pause or have a grown-up do it for you. The Reading Bug and I will wait right here.
Lauren, thinking about Nessie and Uni the Unicorn makes me think about another character, Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. When Tinkerbell's light is fading, Peter asks the audience to clap to show her that they believe in fairies. And when they do, Tinkerbell's light goes strong again, saving her from the pirate's poison. If Nessie is in trouble, maybe we should clap to show her that we believe in her too. What do you think? Okay, then clap with me. Show you believe in Nessie like me by clapping your hands with a 1, 2, 3. We'll have our adventure, and if she appears, we'll show her that friendship is nothing to fear.
Okay, reader. Are you ready for an exciting adventure? The reading bug is opening up her book bag, and it's growing bigger and bigger, big enough to fit us all inside. And look, there are all kinds of words and pictures twirling around inside from the books the reading bug brought with her. I see a man wearing a plaid skirt and playing a very strange sort of instrument. I see castles and forts overlooking the ocean, and a funny-looking and very big sort of animal. It looks like Ferdinand the Bull, but with long orange hair all over. Its hair even covers its eyes like a sheepdog. Oh, and look, reader! I see all kinds of really strange words in there, too. Words like boggart, haggis, selkie, and kelpie. I wonder what all those funny words mean.
All right, reader. Are you ready for our trip to Scotland to find Nessie and make sure she's okay? On the count of 3, jump into the book bag with me. 1, 2, 3, jump!
Let's jump inside our book bag. What will we find there? Imaginations run away. What's in our book bag? Our trusty book bag. What will we learn about today?
Look what's happening, reader. We're zipping over our houses and far, far away. Everything is getting smaller and smaller as we soar higher and higher above the ground. When I look down, all I see are the tops of white clouds and the deep blue of the sea below us. We must be soaring over the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, and look up ahead, reader. In the distance, I see a very green island. We're getting closer and closer, and I can see farmhouses and tidy green fields. I also see meadows that are bright yellow, so bright that they look like fields of gold. We're getting closer and closer still, and now I can see houses, barns, horses, and cattle. Hold on tight. We're coming in for a landing. Reader, reading bug, I think we've arrived. The lights and pictures have stopped flashing, and the book bag is completely still. Do you think we've actually made it to Scotland? Hey, listen. I hear some strange, beautiful music playing in the distance. Do you hear it too? I wonder what kind of instrument could be making such an interesting sound.
Why don't we hop out of the book bag and find out? Reader, you and Lauren jump out first, and I'll be right behind you.
Oh, wow. Take a look all around us, reader. We're on the top of a low hill with an enormous, beautiful yellow meadow stretched out in front of us. There's a low mist covering the ground all around us, and up above, the sky is a beautiful shade of gray. It's not raining now, but it sure looks like it could at any minute. Oh, take a deep breath, reader. Do you smell what I smell? It's sort of a dense, honeyed, mustardy fragrance that must be coming from the yellow flowers all around us.
You're right, Lauren. I think these are fields of rapeseed flowers. Rapeseed flowers are a very common crop in the Scottish Highlands. And guess what? The Scottish Highlands are also where Loch Ness is located, so we must be in the right place.
Yikes! Look out! Bees must love the smell of rapeseed flowers too, because look! There are honeybees all around us. Be careful not to bother them as they hop from flower to flower, or you might get stung. Let's get moving. Reading bug? This spot is really beautiful, but I don't see any lakes anywhere. Are you certain the book bag dropped us in the right place?
Well, yes. I'm pretty sure we're in the Scottish Highlands. The rapeseed flowers and gloomy weather are both good clues, but I don't know where we are exactly. The Highlands are really, really big. About half of all Scotland is Highlands. So Loch Ness could be right over those hills to our left, or hundreds of miles away.
Hundreds of miles? There's no way we can cover that much distance on foot. Which way do you think we should go? If we walk in the wrong direction, we may never even get to Loch Ness today. Do you think maybe we could find someone to ask for directions?
Maybe, but Lauren, not many people live in the Highlands. The population here has been steadily declining for the last 150 years, and it is now one of the least populated areas in all of Europe.
Hey, listen! Reader, Reading Bug, do you hear that? It's that music we heard when we first landed. I wonder what it is, and where it's coming from.
Shh! Listen closely. I think it's coming from up the hill to our left, don't you? If there's music, there must be someone making music, don't you think? And maybe they'll know how to get to Loch Ness. Quickly, let's follow this path around the corner and up the hill.
Okay. Reader, let's walk quickly up the hill together. I want to make sure we find our way to Loch Ness, and hopefully to Nessie too, on our adventure today. Reading Bug, can you tell us more about Loch Ness and Nessie while we walk?
I'd love to, Lauren. I like calling her Nessie, but most people call her the Loch Ness Monster, which sounds a lot scarier, I think. Did you know that there have been reports of a lake creature living in Loch Ness since 565 AD? That's more than 1,400 years ago. A really, really long time. Because she's been around for so long, some people think that Nessie may be a plesiosaur, an extinct meat-eating dinosaur that lived in the Mesozoic era.
The Mesozoic era? We visited the Mesozoic era on our dinosaur adventure, didn't we, Reader? But, Reading Bug, the Mesozoic era ended more than 60 million years ago, and dinosaurs went completely extinct after that. So could Nessie really be a dinosaur?
Well, no one really knows, Lauren, because outside of a few sightings and stories over the past 1,400 years, no one has ever found her. But I'm confident we'll find out today.
Finding a living dinosaur really would be something, wouldn't it, Reader?
Loch Ness is a very big lake, so it's no wonder nobody has been able to find Nessie in all these hundreds of years. The loch is a perfect hiding place for a creature who doesn't want to be found. Did you know that there is more water in Loch Ness than in all of the other lakes in England, Scotland, and Wales put together? In Nessie the Loch Ness Monster, Richard Brassey says that Loch Ness is so big and so deep that 5 jumbo jet airplanes could be placed on their side in the lake and there would still be plenty of room to spare.
Wow, that's a really big lake. I mean loch. I get that Loch Ness is big, but I still can't understand why no one has been able to find Nessie in all these years. Unless, of course, she doesn't exist at all. Have you considered that the story of the Loch Ness Monster may just be a legend?
I have considered that, and you may be right, Lauren, because Scotland is a land of many myths and legends. The stories of Scotland have inspired authors who have written tales of ghosts, magic, and witches that they heard when they were growing up in Scotland. But I have a different theory about Nessie.
A theory?
Yes. A theory is a plausible idea based on information and data. In other words, it's an educated guess.
Oh, well, then what's your theory, Reading Bug?
First, I don't think that Nessie is a plesiosaur. If she were, I think you're right that, by now, someone would have been able to prove she exists by taking a picture or video of her.
Okay, so then, if the Loch Ness Monster isn't a plesiosaur, what could she be?
I think that Nessie is a magical creature, like a unicorn or a fairy. The unicorn is Scotland's national animal, after all. And fairies, or fae, have long been fabled to live among the flowers and hills of the Scottish Highlands. Many people have told tales of seeing magical unicorns and fairies, just like they tell stories of seeing Nessie. So that's why I think she must be some sort of magical creature, too.
That's a really good guess, Reading Bug. And it makes a lot of sense, but it doesn't give me a lot of hope that we're going to find Nessie today. Finding a sea monster sounds hard enough, but finding a magical sea monster sounds impossible. Doesn't it, Reader? We don't even know what we're looking for.
Well, I do have another theory that might help. I think that Nessie is afraid of other animals, humans like you and bugs like me, and that she really wants to be all alone. That's why she has chosen to live in a lake as big as Loch Ness.
Afraid? But why?
Don't you think that if people were chasing you for hundreds and hundreds of years, trying to take your picture, or maybe even capture you and take you away from your home, you would rather be all alone too?
Yes, I suppose I would. Poor Nessie.
Yeah, so I think Nessie must be hiding deep, deep down at the bottom of the lake, where it's the quietest and loneliest. She is trying as hard as she can to avoid contact with anyone.
Well, she's doing a very good job of it. We can't even find the lake she lives in. And even though we're walking, I'm not sure that music is getting any closer. Uh-oh. I think we may have a problem, Reading Bug. If Loch Ness is really up ahead of us, I don't think we'll be getting there today.
Why not?
Look up ahead. There's a whole herd of wild animals blocking our way. See? They're blocking the whole path ahead, and there's no way around them. And I'm not certain, but it looks like there may be hundreds of them blocking our way forward. What are they? Do you know, Reader? I've never seen anything like them before. Cows? No, too big. Bulls? No, too orange. Do you see them, Reader? Each animal is huge and covered with long orange fur. They have big pointy horns that look like they could really hurt us if they wanted to. But the good news for now is that I'm not sure they can actually see us. Look at how their long fur hangs down right over their eyes. Oh, and look over there. I see some cute little baby animals in the middle of the herd. But the big ones are standing in front of the babies. Do you think maybe they've heard or seen us already? All the grown-up animals are starting to make noise and stamp their hooves. It sounds like they may be warning us not to come closer. Reading Bug? Reader? Maybe we should turn around and head back down the hill.
I mayn't be able to see ye, but I can smell ye, you filthy animals. Don't come any closer.
Uh-oh. Don't turn around just yet. Let's just stop moving any closer until we figure out what to do. Lauren, those animals are called Highland cattle. They are actually very gentle animals, usually. That's why people sometimes call them house cows. But you're right that they can be very protective of their babies. So we should be very careful.
Quiet down or they'll hear us. Just follow me. Put your heads down and look mean, and maybe it'll scare them off.
Uh-oh. Reading Bug, Reader, look. The bulls in the front have lowered their heads and look like they might be getting ready to run right at us. If we don't act fast, we're going to be trampled by their hooves or gored by their horns, or worse.
I don't think we can outrun them, Lauren, but I do have an idea. I've read that to reduce the risk of stampedes, cowboys sometimes sing or whistle a tune to calm their cattle. If it works for cowboys and their cows, maybe it'll work for us with these Highland cattle. What do you think? Could you sing a lullaby to the baby calves? I think that might convince their parents that we are not going to hurt the babies. And if we can calm them down, maybe we can find a way past them.
Okay, that's a great idea, Reading Bug. I'll give it a try. Join in and help me sing if you can.
Hush, little babies, don't you cry. If I sing sweetly, won't you let us by? If you're feeling tired or sleepy, just relax and don't get weepy. Your big cow eyes are gently closing, so lay on down and start your dozing. Rock-a-bye, babies, don't you weep. Rest your heads, it's time to sleep.
Wow, Lauren. Look, your lullaby worked like a charm. It was so good that the calves are now lying down in the soft green grass and closing their eyes. And look, the biggest bull in the herd is coming toward us, but slowly. He doesn't look angry anymore.
That was amazing. I never seen these wee ones go down so easy. We've been struggling with bedtimes. Always wanting to play and run, these wee scunners are. Sure could have used your song last night for bed meeting the missus could. My name is Brodie Ball, and I am the leader of this fold. Thank you for coming down our bear and giving me a moment of peace and quiet. I owe ye me gratitude.
Oh, we're so pleased to meet you, Mr. Bull. I'm Lauren, and this is the Reading Bug and our reader friend. We are travelers from another country, here on an adventure to find the Loch Ness monster. Nessie. But we're not really sure where we're going, unfortunately. And your herd are blocking our way forward.
Looking for Nessie, are ye? Bridget, you hear that? Got another pack of Nessie hunters here. I don't mean to be a naysayer, but you're off your head if you think you're going to find a monster in that loch. But if you must take a look anyway, you should head for Urquhart Castle. That's the place where some say the mighty creature was last sighted, almost 1,000 years ago.
Urquhart Castle?
That's the one. I hear it's a bit of a ruin now, but it is almost 1,000 years old. So what you expect? Sits right up on the bank of the Loch Ness. A perfect spot to look for any water monsters.
Great. Which way should we go to get there? Is the castle near here?
No idea.
What do you mean, no idea?
I mean, no idea. Never been there. What's a fold like ours need with a castle anyway? Nope. Let us roam through the fields and hills, munching on flowers and grass, getting big and fat, and we'll be as happy as can be.
Hey, listen. There's that music again. Mr. Bull, we keep hearing that strange, beautiful music. Do you know where it's coming from?
Ah, yes. That there is bagpipe music coming off the hills just behind us. Melody always makes me teary, don't it, Bridget? Don't get hit up now, Bridget. I'll let him pass. Lauren, Reader, Reading Bug, you take care. And I hope you find what you're looking for. All right, you lot. Let these folk pass on through. Come on, Blair. Get your big bum out the road. Brannon, move aside, you lazy oaf. And Billy, careful not to wake the wee ones there. I'm not ready for that racket to start up again. Thank you for the song, Lauren, Reader, Reading Bug. And good luck finding old Nessie.
Thank you, Brodie. Thanks, Bridget. Thanks, everyone. We really appreciate your help. Well, that sure was interesting. But I'm afraid we're still not any closer to finding Loch Ness or Urquhart Castle. We don't even know which direction to go. Reading Bug. Hey, Reading Bug, where are you going?
I'm following the music. It's coming from just around the bend. Hurry, follow me. Lauren, Reader, look. I found the music.
Oh, wow. Look straight ahead, Reader. Just there at the top of the hill is an older man dressed in a red plaid skirt. And he's playing the strangest looking musical instrument I've ever seen. Do you see it too? Look, it has 5 tall pipes sticking out of a big squishy bag that he's holding under his arm and squeezing. 3 of the pipes are pointing into the air, and he's holding another one in his hands, moving his fingers over some holes, like you do on a recorder or a flute. The last pipe is in his mouth, and it looks like he's blowing into it to make the music we're hearing. For such a strange-looking instrument, the music sure is beautiful, especially as it echoes off the hills and across the meadows.
Lauren, that instrument is called bagpipes. Like Brodie said.
Well, it is a bag with 5 pipes, so that's a pretty good name for it, isn't it?
Bagpipes are extremely popular in Scotland and in Scottish music. And the skirt the player is wearing is called a kilt. That is traditional clothing that has been worn by Scottish men for centuries.
Oh, and look! There are 3 more people behind the bagpiper. Young girls who are jumping and kicking to the music. Each one is wearing a kilt, high plaid socks up to their knees, and black shoes.
Those must be Highland dancers, Lauren. I've read about Highland Dance, of course, but never seen it performed. Watch.
Uh-oh. It looks like we've been spotted. They're waving for us to come on down to them. Do you think we should go? I can't tell if they're happy to see us or they're angry we've interrupted. What do you think, Reader? Quickly, follow me down the hill. Hi there. I'm so sorry to have interrupted you. We're not from around here, and I was just admiring your beautiful music and dancing. I'm Lauren, and this is the Reading Bug and our reader friend. And I'm afraid we're a bit lost.
Oh, but of course, it's no trouble at all. We're just not used to having an audience out here on the hilltops is all. My name is Elspeth, and these are my sisters, Isla and Alana.
Hello.
Hi.
And that there's our da, playing the pipes.
Glad to meet you.
Hi, Elspeth. Were you doing a Highland dance? It's amazing how high you and your sisters can leap into the air. You must have practiced a lot to get that good.
Well, yes. We've been dancing like this since we were wee lassies. I'm sure we can help you find your way, but would you like to learn a bit of dance first?
Would we? Yes, of course we would. I've only read about Highland dancing, and to learn from a real expert would really be special. Could you really teach us?
I'd be delighted to. Da, can you play some music for us to dance to? I'm going to teach our new friends a bit of dance.
Oh, how fun! Reader, are you ready to learn how to Highland dance with Elspeth?
There are 5 primary movements in Highland dancing, but you're just getting started, so I'm only going to teach you 2, okay? But first, Scottish dancers like us always begin their dance with a bow to the audience. Can you bow with me?
Yes. Reader, let's bow to Elspeth and her sisters, just like we bowed to the king and queen when we visited Camelot. Great!
Very good. Now we can do the first movement together. It's called first position. And it's a lot like first position in ballet, if you've ever studied ballet.
Have you ever studied ballet, Reader? I haven't. Elspeth, can you teach us first position?
Of course I'll teach you. First position is when you place both of your hands on your hips, like this. Then, with your legs straight and your feet together, point your feet as far out to the side as you can. There, you've got it. That's first position. Second position in Highland dance is when you move from first position by taking your right leg and pointing it out to the side and then touch your heel to the ground. Then you bring your right foot back to the middle, next to your other foot. Got it? Point your right foot out, touch your heel to the ground, and now bring your foot back to the middle. Great! Now do the same thing with your left leg. Point your leg out, touch your heel to the ground, and bring that left foot back to centre. Wonderful!
Like this?
That's right. Very good. You look just like Highland dancers.
This is so much fun!
What do we do next?
Why, we put it to music, of course. I'll call out the steps as we dance together. Bow to the audience, everyone. Now, start in first position with your feet and toes pointed to the side. Take your right leg, move it up and out, and touch your heel to the ground. Now bring it back in again. Now with your left leg, out, touch your heel to the ground, and back in again. Now for our grand finale, put your arms in a circle over your head and spin around 2 times. Now stop and bow to the audience once more to end the dance. Wonderful job! You're all very good students.
Elspeth, that was so much fun. You're a very good teacher. Thank you for the lesson.
Yes, thank you, thank you. I wish I could dance with you all day, but I'm afraid we need to continue on with our adventure. You see, we're visiting Scotland today, so we can find Nessie, the Loch Ness monster.
Oh, so you're here to see Nessie, are you? I should have known. We get a lot of travellers through here looking for her. You do know that Nessie doesn't like visitors, don't you? What makes you think she'll show herself to you?
Wait a second, Elspeth. Nessie is real? I didn't think she really existed.
Oh, aye. The Scottish Highlands are filled with magic creatures, and you tend to see many of them when you're out playing music and dancing in the Scottish fog like we do. There are selkies that can change from seals to mermaids and back again. Unicorns, who are known for their intelligence and healing powers. And fairies, or fae, who protect the land and water around us. There are also boggart spirit creatures that lurk in dark spaces. Werewolves that have the bodies of men and the heads of wolves. And the blue men of Minch too. Blue-skinned men who live in the sea looking for sailors to drown and boats to sink. And then there are kelpies, like Nessie.
Kelpies?
What on earth is a kelpie?
A kelpie is a kind of magical water horse that haunts Scotland's lochs and lonely rivers. Sometimes kelpie appear to people as dark grey ponies, and sometimes they shapeshift into other animals. But you can always tell a kelpie because its mane is wet and dripping water. There are kelpies all over Scotland, and they can take many forms. Nessie usually appears as a large green sea serpent with a long pointed tail, and when she doesn't want to be seen, she can quickly disappear.
You sure know a lot about Nessie.
I should know, because I seen her poke her head up out of the loch late one night. No sooner had I laid my eyes on her, and she was gone.
You've seen her? Really? But where? We're trying to find our way to Urquhart Castle, which is where the Highland cattle told us to look.
Well, you're in the right spot then. That's Urquhart just down the hill there, and that's Loch Ness just beyond. Look.
Oh, Reader. Reading Bug, look. Just over there, it's magical. We were so busy dancing, I hadn't even noticed, but now I see it, and it is beautiful. It's the largest lake I've ever seen, and it's a magical blue color with lush green meadows and forests all the way down to the banks of the loch. I see the castle, too, or at least the ruins of what used to be a castle. There's a brown stone building on the top of the hill overlooking the loch. The building doesn't have a roof, though, and there are lots of stone walls surrounding it. But the walls are all different heights, like some of them have fallen down over time. There's a staircase leading to the building and the greenest grass around us everywhere.
Do you see the rocky beach over there, in the shadow of the castle? Right there's where I saw Nessie late one night. But you may want to be careful, my friends. Kelpies may appear to be friendly or lonely or shy, but some of them are unkind or evil, and they have been known to snatch children away from their homes. I don't know what kind of kelpie Nessie is, but you'll want to stay safe. Kelpies have a magical, sticky hide, so if you touch one, you'll stick for good and be dragged into the spirit world forever. There ain't no way to escape the sticky grasp of a kelpie. Lest the kelpie wants to let go of you, of course.
An evil kelpie? Dragged to the spirit world? Reading Bug, I thought this adventure was going to be fun, but it sure is sounding scary. I don't know that I want to find the Loch Ness monster anymore. Do you, Reader? Not if it means we may be stuck far, far away from our families. While we all think about whether or not to continue on this adventure, I'm going to pause right here, overlooking Urquhart Castle and the banks of the enormous Loch Ness. We've already had so much excitement here in Scotland. While we rest, I'll play some music for you to color to, and you can illustrate your favorite parts of our adventure today.
I still don't think Nessie is scary. I'm going to color a picture of the friendly, magical creature I'm imagining her to be.
Great idea, Reading Bug. Reader, you may want to draw a picture of Nessie too. How big is she? Is she mean and scary? Or is she nice and shy? What color is she? I can't wait to see the illustrations you've drawn when we return for part 2 of our adventure. I'm going to pause our adventure for a brief message about today's sponsor. Don't go anywhere. The Reading Bug and I will be right back in just 1 minute. Today's episode of Reading Bug Adventures was sponsored by Henry Holt Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Macmillan, leaders in great literature for young readers and creators of wonderful picture books like Llama Destroys the World, written by Jonathan Stutzman and illustrated by Heather Fox.
I am Llama!
What? Reading Bug? I hate to break it to you, but you're a bug, not a llama.
Oh, hi, Lauren. I was just being silly and pretending. You see, I'm reading Llama Destroys the World. It's the perfect read aloud. This llama is the next picture book megastar, an absurdly oblivious, completely comical llama superstar. It all starts when he eats a piece of cake. He loves cake.
I love cake too. Are you telling me that eating cake leads to llama destroying the world?
Oh, yes. He eats the cake on Monday, then needs to squeeze into his dancing pants on Tuesday. He rips his dancing pants, the force of which creates a black hole, naturally. Then, by Friday, Llama destroys the world. Indirectly, of course.
Oh, my.
Jonathan Stutzman's story is so charming and funny. You'll laugh through the entire book, I promise. And Heather Fox's artwork is so fun, adorable, and bright. Plus, you can learn the days of the week. It's a win-win.
I can't wait to read it. Pick up your own copy of Llama Destroys the World at thereadingbug.com or your local independent bookstore. Thanks to Macmillan Children's Publishing Group for their support. Hi, reader. You're back. The Reading Bug and I are so happy to see you again. Aren't we, Reading Bug?
I'm always happy to see you, reader. Welcome back.
When we paused our adventure last time, we had an important decision to make. Now that we've made it to Urquhart Castle in Loch Ness, do we continue on our mission to find Nessie, the Loch Ness monster? Or do we turn around to head back home? Remember, our new friend Elspeth thinks Nessie is a mythical Kelpie.
That's right. A Kelpie can be evil, nasty creatures tricking young children like yourself, reader, into petting them. Once you pet a Kelpie, you're stuck to its hide for good, dragged off into the spirit world forever.
That sounds pretty scary, doesn't it?
Lauren, reader, wait. I've read lots of books about Nessie, and most of them say that she is a kind and gentle creature. I don't think we need to be afraid.
You could be right, wee bug. I never heard any tales of children disappearing from these parts, nor has Nessie ever bothered me and my family, and we're often dancing on the banks of the river here.
Nessie may be a Kelpie. Scotland is full of magical creatures like unicorns and fairies, but I think she must be kind and shy.
Shy?
Yes, I think the reason Nessie hasn't been found and isn't bothering Elspeth and her family is that she's afraid of other animals, humans like you and bugs like me. Because people have been chasing her and trying to take her picture or drag her out of her home to learn more about her for thousands of years. I vote to keep going. If we can show her that we're gentle and kind, maybe she'll be less afraid. I bet it's very lonely living in this great big lake.
Okay, Reading Bug wants to continue our search for Nessie. What about you, reader? Should we keep going? Okay then, let's go.
And I'm coming with you too. I mean, if you'll have me. You're going to need a proper Scottish girl to help you get around.
Of course we'll have you. We'd love your help.
Just in case we need it, I've also brought you the most powerful magic I know of to tame a Kelpie. Here, hold out your hands.
Cookies? Elspeth, these cookies contain powerful magic?
That's right, Lauren. These are shortbread cookies, and we Scots have been baking them for hundreds of years. They are soft, buttery, and delicious.
They look and smell amazing. But what do cookies have to do with taming Kelpies?
Of course! Haven't you read No Such Thing as Nessie, Lauren? In the book, it says that Nessie really loves shortbread cookies. They make her happy and calm her down.
That's right. Keep those cookies handy, just in case we find her. Da, Isla, Alana, I'm heading off with my new friends for a bit. I'll be back by sundown.
Yeah.
Great! I'm so excited to continue our search for Nessie, but we're already at Urquhart Castle. Where should we go from here? How are we going to find her?
Unlike the rest of the banks of the loch, I don't see anything on the beach just over there except gloomy wet rocks and hills of brown sand. There are a few seaweed-draped boulders that stretch all along the edge, and another scattering of rocks that are partially covered by the loch water. Can you hear the lapping of the waves and the distant calling of birds?
Look! There's a tall hill over there at the bank of the river. Let's climb to the top and see if we can spot Nessie somewhere in the lake.
A hill?
Right over there, see? Quick, everyone, follow me.
Wait, I'm not sure.
It's a steep hill, and it's very wet. So we're going to need to do some climbing. Ready?
Something's not right.
Reader, let's crawl to the top. It's too steep to walk. Down on all fours, just like me. Now, let's crawl. Great! Ugh! This hill is pretty slimy, isn't it? Is that mud? A little faster now so we don't slide back down. Great. There, we made it to the top. Elspeth, where was Nessie when you saw her? Elspeth? Hey! Why are you still down there? Why didn't you climb the hill with us?
Something strange is going on. I've never seen this hill before. and stop. Listen, what's that noise? Do you hear it?
How could the hill not have been here before, Elspeth? You're not making any sense. Come on up with us to have a look around.
Wait, Lauren. Shh. I just heard something too.
You're right, Reading Bug. It sounds like something very big and very sad. But where's it coming from?
There have always been rumours that Urquhart is haunted by a ghost or a spirit, maybe a boggart. Lauren, reader, I'm starting to get a little scared. Maybe we should head back.
Reading Bug? What is a boggart?
I read about them in The Boggart by Susan Cooper, Lauren. A boggart is a spirit that can live in castles, houses, fields, or marshes. Household boggarts cause mischief and make things disappear. But field and marsh boggarts can be much more malicious.
That doesn't sound good at all. And I definitely don't want to meet a boggart. Elspeth is right. I think we should head back. Quickly, let's get off this hill and back to her. Hey, wait! What? I'm stuck! Reading Bug, reader, I can't move. Can you? My hands and feet are all stuck to the hill. I can't move them at all.
Did you say stuck like to the hide of a...
What are you three doing on my back?
Kelly! Lauren, reader. Look, I think we found Nessie. We're standing right on top of her very large back. Behind us is a long tail that disappears under the water of the lake. And right in front of us is her gigantic head on top of an extremely long neck. She has 2 big brown eyes and 1 extremely large mouth filled with lots and lots of sharp teeth. And look, her sandy brown color is changing to green. We've definitely found the Loch Ness Monster, and she does not look very happy.
Leave me alone. Why is everyone always looking for me, bothering me, poking and prodding me? I just want to rest here on the bank of my loch, next to what's left of my beautiful castle. But I can't even get a moment of peace. Just leave me alone.
Whoa, whoa! Wait! Come back!
Reader, Nessie is swimming quickly into the middle of the lake, and we're still stuck to her back. I hope she doesn't decide to go underwater or take us to the spirit world. Whoa! Slow down! Please, please, we didn't mean to disturb you. We were just climbing up to get a better look at the lake. Please, don't hurt us.
Hurt you? I would never. Hey, what are you still doing up there? I said I wanted to be left alone. Get off.
Ms. Nessie, we can't get off. We're stuck to your back.
Stuck? Oh, right. I forgot about my magic skin. It's been a really long time since I've been this close to, well, anything.
Really? That's so sad.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're so lonely. My name is Lauren, and this is the Reading Bug and our reader friend. We go on all sorts of adventures together.
Together?
That's right, together. We help each other in scary situations, we laugh and joke together, and we share the pictures we draw of all the things we see and do together.
Oh, that does sound nice. I wish I had someone to be together with. But I learned long ago that I was destined to be alone. Whenever anyone sees me, they either run away or they try to catch me. That's why I've been hiding from everyone for all these years. But I may be too good at hiding. Hardly anyone even believes there's a Loch Ness Monster anymore. Even the seals that live in the loch have stopped talking about me. Why, I don't even believe in myself anymore.
Nessie, may I call you Nessie? It's easy to see why people run away from you. You're so big and strong, and you have so many sharp teeth. They are afraid of you.
And people want to capture you or take your picture because you're unique. You're one of a kind. It's not good that they want to catch you, but they're not doing it to be mean. They don't even know you.
There's no reason for anyone to be afraid of me just because I'm big. I can't help what I look like, but I am responsible for how I behave. Believe me, I'm a very gentle monster, and I'm a vegetarian to boot, so I'd never eat you. I love vegetables and cookies, especially shortbread cookies. It's been so long since I've had a shortbread cookie.
Well, Nessie, you're in luck. We have some homemade shortbread cookies in our bag, and you're more than welcome to have one. But we're still stuck to your back. If you are so gentle, then why are you using your magic to trap us up here? Our friend Elspeth said that once you're stuck to a Kelpie's back, there's no escaping.
Oh, yes, of course. My back is sticky, a strange magical feature that every Kelpie has. But you're not stuck forever. If you can help me, we can also use magic to set you free.
Oh, that's a relief.
All you have to do is repeat these words after me. Ready? Icky, sticky, ooey, gooey.
Icky, sticky, ooey, gooey.
Yucky, mucky, goopy, gluey.
Yucky, mucky, goopy, gluey.
Release me from your spell.
Release me from your spell.
Great job.
Reader, Reading Bug, we're free. Thank you, Nessie.
Please believe in me. I'm a kind creature who comes from the sea. I'm alone now, but there must be others like me. Please believe in me. You are my friends, I'm pretty sure. Help set me free, that's what friends are for. Please believe in me. Alone in this place, without a trace of a friend. Alone, I believe in myself. I need you to see. Help me find happiness. Please believe in me. Believe in me. Please believe in me.
Beautiful singing, Nessie. We all love singing too, don't we, Reader? But first things first, how about a shortbread cookie?
Oh, yes, yes, please. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, how yummy! It's been so long since I've had cookies like these. I almost forgot how tasty they are.
Yes, they are good. Delicious.
Nessie, we believe in you, and we all now know that you are kind and good. Isn't that right, Lauren?
Yes, Nessie, I believe in you too.
Ever since I read the books in my book bag, I've been thinking about you a lot, Nessie. I told Lauren that I wanted to come find you because I was concerned that you might be lonely or frightened, or both. And it sounds like you are. So now that we've found you, what can we do to help?
Thank you for your kind thoughts, little Midge. It has been a long, long time since I have been able to do anything together with anyone. So just spending time eating cookies and talking with you has been an enormous help.
Nessie, I may be small, but I certainly am not a midge. There are lots of midges around Loch Ness, but they are not a beautiful red with black dots like me. And the midges that live near Loch Ness bite people. I never bite people. I only devour books.
You're very right. I can see that you are not a midge. You are much more colorful. But this is not important. It is merely a knit. How fun it is to laugh together with friends.
Nessie, we love spending time with you too. But soon it will be sunset, and we'll need to head home to our families far, far away. Is there anything we can do to help you while we're still here? Do you have any family nearby to visit?
Ah, family. Alas, I never had a family. Although, now that you mention it, I did hear the seals speaking of another kind Kelpie they had met. I think they said he was in Loch Ness. Maybe he might be family.
Another monster living in another lake?
Monster? Excuse me?
Sorry, Kelpie. Another Kelpie in another loch? How exciting! Surely he must be family. Can we help you get to Loch 4?
Lauren, I don't think Loch Ness monsters can travel over land. Nessie, I don't want to make you sad, but I think you may be stuck right here in Loch Ness.
I think there may be a way. My Loch Ness is connected to Bona Narrows, and I've heard that Bona Narrows flows into Loch 4. So, if we swim through Bona Narrows, I think we can get to Loch 4 together.
Together? Won't it be dangerous for us to travel through the Bona Narrows?
It's been a long time since I've been anywhere near the Bona Narrows, but the lochs are pretty calm, and the Bona Narrows should be safe too. Friends, would you be willing to come with me to see if I have family living in Loch 4?
Reader, what do you think? Should we help Nessie find her family? Of course we should! Let's get going then!
Oh, I've been so lonely for so long. I can't wait to find a family. Another Kelpie won't be afraid of me, and he won't want to catch me. We can just be best friends. Oh, please, please, please help me find my way to Loch 4.
Let's get started. Nessie, you do the swimming, and we'll help guide you through from up here on your back. Here we go.
Hold on tight, Reader! Nessie can swim really fast, and we're not stuck to her this time.
It's a pretty long trip to the Bona Narrows. Make yourselves comfy back there.
Okay, Nessie. Say, do you have any stories you can tell to help pass the time?
Oh, yes. I'm so glad you asked. Scotland is full of wonderful folk tales, passed generation to generation by magnificent storytellers. When I can, I try to hide and listen to people telling stories by the banks on the loch. My very favorite is called The Selkie Bride. Scots have been telling this story for years and years. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, yes. Lauren, remember selkies are a kind of mythical creature, like Nessie, who look like seals in the water, but can transform to look like humans on land?
That's right, Reading Bug. Once upon a time, there was a lonely fisherman who lived on the Scottish coast. One day, as he walked across the pebbly shore to his cottage, he heard the sound of beautiful singing. He turned around and saw what few people ever have, several selkies playing on the beach. He ran to them, but when they saw him, they disappeared beneath the sea. Disappointed and still lonely, the fisherman started to trudge back to his home when he saw a beautiful sealskin lying on a rock nearby. He scooped it up, threw it over his shoulders, and continued on.
I've heard this story, Nessie. As the fisherman followed the path home, sealskin on his shoulders, he heard someone crying and saw a stunning young woman. He went to comfort her and learned that she was a selkie. The sealskin was hers, and without it, she said she could not return to her family in the ocean.
That's right. But by now, the fisherman had fallen deeply in love with the beautiful woman, and he asked her to be his wife. Because she knew she couldn't change his mind, she agreed and returned with the fisherman to his home. Afraid of losing his new wife, the fisherman hid the sealskin in a crack in his chimney, and after a while, the young woman settled for a life with the fisherman in his small cottage. She learned to love him and care for him, for he was kind to her and generous and loving.
Then one day, she saw the seals barking and playing at the water's edge, while her husband was away fishing. She sighed longingly, turned and saw the hidden sealskin. Clasping it to her heart, she ran towards the sea and leapt into the ocean, turning into a seal as she leapt.
As soon as they saw her, the other seals swam to her and celebrated her return. Not long after, the fisherman passed the group of seals as he brought his boat back in from fishing, and his eyes met the sad gaze of the female seal. She let out a mourning farewell cry and dove into the ocean to swim away and join the other seals.
The fisherman never saw his wife again, but he knew she was happy in the world where she belonged, and that made him happy too.
The end.
What a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing it.
Hey, look up ahead! I think we're at the Bona Narrows.
How do you know, Reading Bug?
Well, because it's very narrow. The wind is really blowing out here. Hold on, we don't want to get blown off Nessie's back and into the water.
You're right, Reading Bug. It is narrow here. So narrow that I'm not sure a big monster like Nessie can make it through.
Uh-oh.
What did you say?
I said, uh-oh. I think I'm stuck. I told you it has been a long time since I visited the Bona Narrows, and either I've grown or the Narrows have shrunk because I can't squeeze through. I'm stuck in the shallow mud all around me. Oh, now I'll never get to meet my family.
And Reader, you, the Reading Bug, and I are stuck up here on Nessie's back. We're not literally glued to her back this time, but we're in the middle of the Narrows with no way down. And we can't help you get out of the mud either, Nessie. What are we going to do?
Lauren, I have an idea. Do you remember the Little Blue Truck by Alex Shirtle? When Little Blue gets stuck in the mud, his animal friends help push him out. Nessie mentioned that there are seals who live in Loch Ness. Maybe they could push Nessie from the back and through the Narrows.
That's a great idea.
But they don't even remember me anymore. How will they know where I am? And why would they even want to help me?
I'm sure they'd want to help you, Nessie. But you're right. The tricky part is going to be finding them.
I have an idea. What if we rapped a call for help? Our dolphin friends Danny, Donnie, Denny, and Dora use rap, clicks, and whistles to communicate with one another. And seals are sea mammals too, so...
Great idea. I don't know if it'll work, but it will sure be Finn. Let's try. How did the dolphins' rap begin? Oh, yeah. Repeat after me. Hello, bonjour, good evening, and hi.
Hello, bonjour, good evening, and hi.
There's no need to be scared, no need to be shy.
There's no need to be scared, no need to be shy. Great job, Reading Bug. Okay, let me try now. Our Kelpie friend Nessie is totally real. And what she needs now is a strong bob of seals to push her large frame through the mud and the muck. She's trying to swim, but she's totally stuck. And in times of need, we could all use a friend to lend us a hand or to push our rear end. So what do you say, Loch Ness seals, will you swim? Over here to help Ness meet her new Kelpie kin.
Oh, wow.
Wow, great rap.
Great job, Lauren.
That's a really good one.
Lauren, Reading Bug, Reader, I don't think anyone is coming. I told you I had no friends.
Wait, listen. What's that? It's the seals. They've come.
Hi, everyone. You've come to help me?
What are you thinking? Of course we have. We haven't seen you in ages. We silly were worried about you. As soon as we heard you were still in the loch and needed our help, we raced to the rescue. How can we help?
Oh, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I think if you push Nessie from behind, we can get her out of the mud. Can you push?
Of course we can.
Great. Then on the count of 3, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go!
Did it work? Nessie, are you free?
No, I'm still stuck. I don't think I'll ever get free.
Hello, Nessie? Is that you?
Eddie the eagle? Wow, hi. I haven't seen you in so long. What are you doing here?
I told you it was Nessie. It looked like you were in trouble, so we came to help. I couldn't believe it at first. Haven't seen you in ages. You seals, keep pushing, and my friends and I will pull from above.
Okay, everyone ready? One more time on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
Did it work? Nessie, are you free?
No! For a minute, it felt like I could pull free, but when everyone stopped pushing, pulling, and lifting, I sank back down in the mud. I'm afraid the only thing that could free me is a gigantic wave.
We gave it our all, didn't we, crew?
Yeah, we can't possibly push any harder. I'm so sorry, Ness.
Wait, everyone! I can help too. I'll fly up to help the birds lift Nessie while you seals keep pushing. Together, I'm sure we can do this. For our friend Nessie.
Thank you, little bug. But how can a creature as small as you save a giant monster like me?
Oh, Nessie. We bugs are small, but we are very strong for our size. Please believe in me. I may be small, but I have a big heart. I read lots of books that make me quite smart. I've loved this adventure right from the start. Please believe in me. I flap my small wings as fast as I can. I feel as strong as any big man. Please believe in me. Ready, everyone?
What's that sound? Look, over there. A dark cloud is flying this way.
Ha! It's the midges, dragonflies, and other Loch Ness bugs come to lend a helping hand. Let's do this. One more time, everyone. On the count of 3, let's all of us, from the sky and the sea, work together to set our Nessie free. 1, 2, 3.
We did it!
I'm free! I'm through the Narrows and on my way to find my family. All thanks to you, my friends. How can I possibly thank you?
No thanks needed. You would have done the same.
Yeah, what are friends for if not to help you get out of the mud every once in a while? Good luck on your trip, and I hope you find your family.
Lauren, reader, reading bug, how happy I am to have met you today. You helped me believe in myself, and you showed me that I'm not alone here in Loch Ness. I made 3 new friends and found a flock of old friends to help me too. Thank you. Would you consider coming with me to Loch Doch 4? I'm really nervous, and you're such experienced adventurers.
Oh, Nessie, it's getting late, and I'm afraid we need to get back to our families. But you're going to do great. And if you're ever feeling lonely or scared or stuck, it looks like you've got lots of friends nearby.
That's right.
Sure do.
So long, Nessie. And thanks for such a magical adventure. We'll come back to Scotland for sure. And when we do, we'll be sure to bring you some shortbread cookies. Good luck finding your family.
Bye.
Good luck. Good luck.
Goodbye.
Lauren, reader, we've really got to go. Can someone let Elspeth know we're okay? I think she may have been a little scared when Nessie carried us off into the loch.
On it. Hey, wait a second. What do we have here? It isn't a seal, or a bug, or a bird. So what can it be? Look, everyone. It's big, it's green, and oh! It has an enormous, toothy smile on its face. Could it be another Kelpie? Nessie's family?
Hello! Is it you? Could it possibly be? Another lonely sea creature like me? My name is Jessie, and I've been searching to find another like me, a friend of my kind.
Jessie, I'm Nessie, and yes, it is true. I'm a sea creature exactly like you. And look all around me, we're surrounded, you see, by friends of all kinds who can keep us company.
Incredible! Jessie looks just like Nessie. They must be family. Nessie, We're so happy you found someone to play with and that you've discovered all these old friends, too. You don't have to be lonely in this big loch anymore. But now, I'm sad to say we really must be on our way.
Lauren, Reader, and Reading Bug, too. How can I possibly thank all of you? You've helped me find Jessie and all of these friends and given my story the happiest of ends.
It was our pleasure, Nessie. We're just happy we found you at all. Despite your massive size, you're not easy to find. So long, everyone. Look after Nessie for us.
Will do.
Of course.
And Nessie, remember, you don't need to be afraid or lonely or shy.
We believe in you. You're as real as they say, hidden away. But now you have family and friends. What a wonderful day this has been. We believe in you. The legend is real. Here's what you must do. Smile and sing, 'cause your heart is true. We believe in you. Alone, you're no longer alone. I wish you happiness. Alone, you'll never have to say it again. You'll never long for a friend. We believe in you. We believe in you. We believe in you. Believe in you. We believe in you.
Thank you, Nessie. Thank you, everyone. Look, Reader, the Reading Bug is opening her book bag, and it's getting bigger and bigger. Big enough to fit us all inside.
Okay, are you ready? Let's all flap our wings and fly back home together. Hop 3 times with me, then into my book bag. Here we go. 1 hop, 2 hops, 3 hops, and we're in.
We've had a big adventure within our book bag, and I think we saved the day. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, book bag. Now it's time to fly away.
Look, Reader, the enormous Loch Ness is fading away, and so are the foggy, rolling hills of Scotland. What an incredible adventure we had together. I'll never forget meeting Nessie, the gentle Loch Ness monster, or the Highland cattle and our friend Elspeth, the Highland dancer.
And we couldn't have done it without you, Reader. You were brave and creative, and you helped us with a really great rap to call the seals.
Reader, what part of today's adventure do you remember the most? What illustrations are you going to draw when the episode ends?
If you had fun on today's adventure and want to have even more adventures in Scotland or with Nessie, you can read any of the books in my book bag. A complete list can be found at thereadingbug.com/adventures. Hey, look! We're back!
You're right, we are back. Back home with our friends and family until our next adventure. What will you read before our next trip? What do you think the Reading Bug will be reading?
When you're a reader, you're a leader. You're ready to learn about everything as you grow. You'll show this world that you can be anything. You could write a book or fly a plane, build a house with a giant crane. Whatever you do, one thing will be true. There's nothing you can't do. You can see it through just by being you. 'Cause you're a reader, you're a leader. You're ready to learn about everything as you grow. You'll show this world that you can be anything. You could sing your way into a Broadway show. Don't let anyone tell you no. Whatever you do, one thing will be true. There's nothing you can't do. You can make your dreams come true just by being you.
thank you for your friendship, courage, and creativity today, reader. The Reading Bug and I have to be going now, but I'm already excited about our next adventure together. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye, reader. We'll see you really soon.
It's a Reading Bug adventure. There's lots of fun in store. Just inside our book bag, there's new places to explore. Grab your crayons and paper and your imaginations too. The Reading Bug and I can't wait to share our trip with you.
Today's episode of Reading Bug Adventures was sponsored by Henry Holt Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Macmillan, leaders in great literature for young readers and creators of wonderful picture books like Llama Destroys the World, written by Jonathan Stutzman and illustrated by Heather Fox. Thanks to Macmillan Children's Publishing Group for their support. And thank you for joining our adventure today. I'm Lauren Savage, and today's adventure was an original story written by Diane and Brandon Savage. This episode was performed by me, Chloe, Caitlin, and Brandon Savage, and by Shannon Shern, Rob DeCruz, Jennifer Owen, Caddy Donnelly, and Paula Masterton. Original music was written by me, Diane Savage, and Ross Gruet. Sound mixing and mastery was done by Resonate Recordings. The Reading Bug is a family-owned independent bookstore in California, and we're passionate about educating, entertaining, and engaging children of all ages. Learn more about us at thereadingbug.com and our personalized subscription box service at readingbugbox.com. And please continue to support passion, expertise, and creativity in children's literature by continuing to shop with us or other local independent booksellers. Thank you. Goodbye.